This game is at its finest when you are in places that look awesome. And this ain't it. Dude, Kane is kicking ass. Get out of the cover, you twat. Look at that. I hate this fucking game. So, if you don't understand what just happened then, I pressed to get up, and it says get up into cover. You'd think it'd get up into cover where you fucking are, right? But you can't go into cover just randomly like here. It won't let you do it. You can't go into cover on that because the cover system sucks dick. You have to be on the edge of things so that he sticks his fucking ass against it. So it manually puts you all the way close to the opponent, sticking your head around the corner so they can see you, instead of being in the fucking middle like a good game. It's so dumb. Like, how the fuck do you get this wrong? Have you ever played a game? Like, fuck. It's so easy. Oh, hi. That was cool. Pop out. Yeah, you earned that. This is a spawn as well, which means I'm in a bad spot because if anybody flanks through that warehouse, like it sounds like they're doing right now. Oh no, it's Kane. Whoa, that was close. Oh, he had a shotgun. But I wonder if there's a cheat engine for this game where you can go into the gun statistics and alter the accuracy. Because the accuracy must be set on like fucking 2% as it stands. And I'd bump it up to 70 or something, 80 maybe. Like, I don't want every bullet to be a laser and one-shot kill or nothing. I just want the guns to work. The whole point in third-person shooters is shooting and feeling accurate and feeling like you are in charge of the gun. It doesn't feel like that in this. It feels like the gun is in charge of you. Which is fucking dumb. And you see what I mean though? Doesn't it look crap? Like, I can defend the aesthetic, but I can't defend this place. This place just looks ugly.
Get inside that building.
And you might be thinking, well, it's just an open area, you know, it's an open space, it's outdoors, and what exactly can they do to make it look better? Well, if you look at the last level when you're in the plane, the airport, where the landing strips are, that level looks amazing because the lighting is really nice. And it's a massive homage to Heat. Hi. Feather that trigger. Still fucking miss. I don't know where Kane is, but I trust him. I'm dead. I don't trust him anymore.
Sons of bitches.
Can I win, please? Just let me fucking win. Big scrub. Whoa, this has got really good blind fire. Did you see that blind fire? I wasn't even holding the gun that direction and it killed him. It's beautiful. Oh, that was bad. What is going on? Hit, you stupid gun! I was doing some research as well in between today's session and yesterday's. The person who was a creative director of this game doesn't even work for IO anymore, which is hilarious. He's off making Lego games, which I suppose this game drove him to Lego games.
Let's go.
Is he behind that? No, he's behind that. And the guy who did the creative director, who's responsible for this fantastic looking visual aesthetic that this level completely betrays because there's almost no lights and this level just looks grim and brown and grey. He works for Ubisoft and he's working on that two-dimensional... Oh shit. I thought you said it was clear. He's working on that two-dimensional, like, point-and-click adventure that looks... Okay. Point-and-click adventure that looks like Blade Runner. So who shot me then? Like, every time I shoot on target and I don't get a hit marker, take a shot and get ready to die. But yeah, this level, God, it's bad. It's so just blah. Of all the things we could have had us doing, it really feels like video game the level. And have you noticed that the guys haven't said a word?
Are you listening to me? Yeah.
This is the first time they've spoke this level, probably. They're not talking about anything.
Ah, shit.
They're not, you know, further elaborating on the situation, on their characters, on their motivations, on anything. Like, admittedly, maybe they're not the small talk kind of guys. I get the feeling that's probably very true. But at the same time, if you don't fill the game with something, the player notices that it's full of nothing. And that's the problem with this particular sequence.
Watch out!
It's the smoke and mirrors analogy that I like using. Games are at their finest when you don't realise you're playing them. When it's so organic and it's so fun that you're just in it. And you can't imagine being anywhere else in that moment. Because there is nowhere else in that moment. It's just you and the game. It's that flow state of everything keeping you hooked, keeping you playing. When you don't have that, you have this. Oh, I was a second off. Look at this. The blind fire on this gun is more accurate than the guns. Thank you for shooting me in cover. This is fucking ridiculous. And that's your level. That's the worst level in the game. It's just so uninspired and so unnecessary. The plot doesn't go anywhere. Nothing happens of any kind of real merit or inclusion to the story or the scope of the game. But this is different gameplay. Technically, this is an on-rail shooting section. It's not a very good one, but it is different gameplay. But we're at the end of the game. You shouldn't have to play to the end of the game to get the different gameplay. There's your checkpoint, and then this is when it gets terrible. Remember how I was blind firing and the gun was amazing? Well, now I can't do that. I have to step out, and I'm taking hits in cover. It's so dumb. So dumb. Like, it forced... I like how the chopper's internal plating's getting knocked away just above Lynch's head. That looks really sweet. I read a really interesting forum post on GameSpot too. I thought it was hilarious. I was checking to see whether or not this is a notoriously bad PC port because I was having problems with it. And I wondered if anybody had the same problems. And when I was looking, somebody said, you can tell that this is a terrible console port because it has those annoying X's when you shoot people. It's like, no, you're a retard. That is a mechanic in the game. That is feedback for the player. You just have no concept of game design. You're a moron. But just to think that this is somehow just a console thing, when it's essentially a really awesome improvement of just standardized game design, I thought that was hilarious. Bye, Chopper. Him. Damn! Who was even shooting me then? There was a guy off camera to the right who could hit me in fucking cover. It's not cover then, is it, video game, if you can fucking shoot me? You have to admit though, guys, as much as this is a rage-inducing, incredibly flawed video game, there is a character to it. It has a very interesting kind of charm. It's a game that shouldn't have been made. It's a game that is light years behind its contemporaries, and it's a game that has almost more problems than good things. Like, it's such a fascinating study to me.
I didn't think we were gonna make it.
And it does have qualities. It's easy to just shit on it, you know? I've seen a lot of reviews just shitting on the game, and I don't disagree with a lot of what they've said, because it's true. You know, this playthrough's tested my fucking patience in some ways, because it's been very frustrating. But I still think that what could have been something really special. And I still think that this aesthetic that they've created is something that other devs need to use, because I think it's amazing. Oh god. He just gave zero fucks and shot me in the face. Because that's one of the things I really like about games. It's easy to make a safe game, and this game in a lot of ways is safe mechanically. But I think conceptually, it's so interesting.
Just do as I say.
You fucking pig.